It is Christmas Day, and although it's a time of great joy and celebration, I know many of you are having tough times. It's a tough day, and it just seems like Christmas makes any loneliness or pain that you're experiencing seem worse. So to help us get through this day, we've asked psychotherapist and author Tara Lalonde to give us some survival tips. Tara, what do we do when it seems like everyone else is happy and having the perfect Christmas and we're not?
I am so glad that you guys are talking about this, that you're inviting me and us into the living room, because this is really important for so many people. We have such expectations that Christmas is supposed to be happy and wonderful, but so many it's not. And so many people are alone for lots and lots of different reasons. So I really think a big part, and the first step, is being able to acknowledge that that's your reality this year. And maybe it's your first time having this reality at Christmas, and maybe this is just Christmas. But being able to recognize, you know what? Okay, this is my Christmas, and I can do things to make this day special.
And so expectations dive into that, don't they? Because sometimes we look around at television or movies and we think, that's what I need to do. I need to have that, and I don't. And then we just get full of angst.
Absolutely. Not just television, but also Facebook. I mean, we live in an environment now that everybody is posting all they're happy, but you don't see the real life of so many people. But really, it's recognizing much of this expectation is because of what we're hearing all the time, and not necessarily that that's what everybody's experiencing. Because really, not everybody's experiencing that Christmas movie postcard kind of Christmas. You're not actually alone in this experience.
I think very few people are experiencing that perfect Christmas. And of course,
right?
You know, I think a lot about, I have a lot of friends who've lost somebody this year, whether it's been a child or a spouse or a parent. And we lost our founder, David Maines. And so, you know, a lot of people are missing someone at Christmas. There's a space at the table or a tradition that they had, or just a big hole in their life. What advice do you have for people who are really grieving today?
And that's an important piece. I mean, the postcards don't include that kind of involvement, but I strongly encourage, acknowledge that. Recognize, you know, this person is missing, and that's sad. But then also, really try to think of the good times. Remember, be thankful. And even if it's setting aside a portion of your day just to reflect, to reminisce, to remember that person and think back on Christmases with them in the past.
And you know, so many of us know people that are going through hard times, and we don't always know what to do. You know, whether it's loss or just a challenge in their lives, we don't know how to be there for them in the midst of our own Christmas pressures. What can we do to reach out and really make someone else's Christmas better?
You know, I think that's so great. If even in the midst of busyness, you know somebody who is alone this Christmas and could really use even just a text, hey, thinking of you, praying for you, a short conversation, if you can have that, is even better, just to let them know, you know, we're thinking of you today. And though we may not be able to be together, you're still in our thoughts and prayers, and you matter, because people matter.
They really do. And that's, you know, why we wanted to do this segment. Just any final thoughts for people, whether it is, you know, rough family situations, dysfunction, whatever it is, or just plain loneliness. What should they go do right now? Like when this show's done, what should they do?
You know what? Oftentimes when you're in one of those places, the brain wants to focus on the negative and just get stuck in that. My encouragement, so we've just had Thanksgiving, is really look at things that you can be thankful for, especially in the Christmas season. This is the time where we can be so thankful to Jesus for what he brought for us. And then expand beyond that. What are the things in your life that you can specifically be thankful for? It just helps the brain shift to a more positive mindset.
I know there's so much more we can talk about, but we're out of time. Thanks, Tara, for taking time on your Christmas day to give us some survival advice.
All right. Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas to you, too. I know so many of you watching me right now are having that tough Christmas, missing someone, feeling all alone, whatever you're facing. I want you to know that we have people who are standing by, even today on Christmas, even through the night tonight, that will be there for you. Give our prayer lines a call. We'd love to just encourage you and journey through this day with you. That number is 1-866-273-4444.